Sultan Suleiman had many sons. Some of them died at a young age when he was still ruling the Sanjak. In this video I want to talk about 2 of the 5 sons of the Sultan who were portrayed in the Magnificent Century. What were these Shehzadehs really like? Shehzadeh Mustafa was born in 1515 in Manisa to the concubine Mahidevran. In 1521 he officially became the eldest heir to the throne when his 2 older brothers died of smallpox. At the age of 18, he went to the Sanjak of Samarkand and quickly gained popularity with the people and janissaries. From the report of Domenico Trevisano, he succeeded in gaining an indestructible authority with the soldiers, and a great reputation as a magnanimous ruler, merciful to all nations, to Turks and Christians alike. The Venetian ambassador described Mustafa's appearance thus: his face was fine, white, and refined, he had a long neck, like his father, and a most beautiful appearance. Time equals 1000 milliseconds, greater than while his grandmother Hafsa was alive. He and his mother had many supporters in the palace, but then they lost them. Contrary to what we were shown in the Magnificent Century, Ibrahim Pasha was not the mentor and friend of Shehzadeh Mustafa. Cornelius Schieper, Charles V's ambassador, calls Shehzadeh the great enemy of Ibrahim Pasha. For some time Shehzadeh Mustafa's mentor was Barbarossa Hayreddin Pasha. There is even evidence that it was with the help of Mustafa and Barbarossa that Ibrahim Pasha's secret correspondence with Charles V was presented to the Lord, which was one of the reasons for his execution. After Hayreddin Pasha died, Sururi Effendi, a famous scholar of the 16th century, became Shehzadeh Mustafa's mentor. He noted in his notes and works that Shehzadeh was loved by people, had wide knowledge in various spheres, was interested in science, literature, and was a poet. Shehzadeh, according to his words, was a true believer and high-minded, loyal to the Ottoman dynasty, a most dignified man. The best of the ruler's lineage. In 1553, that is, shortly before his execution, Navarro wrote that it is impossible to describe how beloved and desirable he was as heir to the throne. Leslie Pierce writes that Rustam Pasha and Harem have been plotting against Shehzadeh Mustafa for years, telling Suleiman that the Shehzadeh may revolt against him. Mustafa was executed on 6 October 1553 and, according to Leslie Pierce, it remains unknown whether his enemies have slandered him or not. Mustafa's son Mehmet was executed a few days after his father. Mustafa was left with a daughter, Nurgisha, who was married off soon after these unfortunate events. Shehzadeh Mehmet was the son of Harem, 6 years younger than Mustafa. It is often reported in the literature that Mehmet was a sickly boy and may have been born prematurely, 8 months old. Shehzadeh Mehmet was much loved by Suleiman and Harem, was fair, judicious, gentle, and outwardly very handsome. The fact that Mehmet was appointed by the Sultan to Manisa, after Mustafa had been removed from his position as Sanjakbi of that region, suggests that Suleiman saw him as the successor of his family and the next ruler. Mehmet took part in military campaigns with his father and died suddenly, on November 7, in his Sanjak, at the age of 22. Presumably from smallpox. Suleiman's special attitude towards him shows that Mehmet was the first Shehzadeh not to be buried in Bursa. He was buried in the capital. Suleiman was inconsolable for 4 days, and then ordered the construction of the Shehzadeh Mosque, madrasa religious school, and a kitchen. The whole complex was erected within 4 years, and a throne was erected over the tombstone. Shehzadeh Mehmet had a daughter, Humasha, who was raised by Harem and Suleiman. Her grave is next to her father's, and Shehzadeh Mehmet's brother Cihangir is buried there as well. If you are interested in the history of the Ottoman Empire and the series The Magnificent Century, do not forget to subscribe to my channel not to miss new interesting videos.